Hi, the professor here with a Metamusical Moment. Not long ago, we passed the 50th anniversary of the Beatles' first appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, a pivotal moment in the history of American pop culture. The Beatles' influence on pop culture extended beyond their groundbreaking songs and concept albums. For example, through their travels to India to study with the Maharishi Mahesh, the founder of the Transcendental Meditation movement, the Beatles did much to bring concepts of Eastern mysticism, such as nirvana and enlightenment, to the attention of American minds, including my own. Now, I may not have studied at the feet of a guru, but I did learn something important about enlightenment at, of all places, a house party in Vernon, Texas. Vernon is about 50 miles from Wichita Falls, with a population of just over 10,000. That doesn't make it a small town by Texas standards. For example, unlike Larry McMurtry's Archer City, Vernon still has a movie theater. I had been asked to accompany a couple of buddies of mine with whom I was spending the weekend to a party at the home of an older woman named Connie, to whom I was introduced and with whom I quickly struck up a very interesting conversation. Connie was about 60 years old, with a weather-beaten complexion, iron gray hair, and deep, soulful blue eyes. We got to talking about philosophy and religion, and Connie told me that she was a practicing Buddhist. I found this quite interesting because I had studied Theravada as part of a religion class when I was at college, motivated at least in part by what I remembered and then had subsequently learned about the Beatles' mystical adventures in the 1960s, when I was just a lad. You know, I said to Connie during a pause in our conversation, I wish I could be enlightened. And she suddenly got this very concerned look on her face. And she took me by both hands and she looked at me intently and said, "Oh, hon, are you sure? Because it is such a burden." And you know what? I just have a sneaking idea that the Beatles, among others, would have said she was right. Hey, if you've got a question about the music or the pop culture of the 1960s, address it to me in a comment on the Soundtrack to the 60s website. Maybe we'll use it on a future webcast. Be sure and include your name and where you're from. All right, gang, that's all for now. Stay cool, and we'll see you in class.